football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington football team. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Harper shifts by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, it's Harper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Finds a seam inside the 40. How did he stay on his feet? And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mayfield on play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Harper. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On second and goal, Mayfield. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. He'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
He's got him in, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
on 2nd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Harper. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On 2nd down now, it's Harper. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Washington 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return is Duvernay. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Quarterback, go get him.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Able to slither by. Stays on his feet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.